Hi everyone, my name is Marcus9180 here with my football and darts picks for today. It's going to be the first video on this account, just to be sure. If you want to have an overview of everything I've done thus far, you can find that back on Twitter or X at Marcus9180. I'll also put a link in the description where you can find all the results thus far and also my record keeping. Going forward, I'll post everything on here as well. But we have 2 football games and 3 games in darts. Very interesting, so let's just get right into it. First of all, we have the matchup between Austria and Romania. And in that situation, I think Austria is definitely the better team. Generally speaking, Romania hasn't really been strong, and the only way that they are able to win is usually against the weaker teams, like the smaller countries and such. I don't think that they're going to be able to put much resistance up against Austria, and therefore I have 1.4 units on them to win, and that's going to be at odds of 137, and that's decimal odds obviously. Next up we have the matchup between Malta and Lithuania, and I have 1.1 units on Lithuania, Toronto bet at 198 odds. And the very interesting thing in that matchup is that Lithuania goes into it as an underdog, which I don't quite understand. Malta is definitely not good. It's one of those nations that is a lot smaller and really struggles to get results, whereas Lithuania, though they're not good, I think they're still a tier above a team like Malta. And then we move on to darts, where we have 3 games going on early on that are interesting. First off, 1.1 units on Bunting to win against Johnny Clayton to win against Stephen Bunting at 193 odds. Looking at yesterday, Bunting has really struggled, whereas Johnny Clayton is one of the better players at the moment, doing really well at the Euro Tour, played a solid game yesterday, so I think he's in really good form. And I have 1.2 units on Gerwyn Price, Luke Humphries over 9.5 legs at 187, and Luke Littler Aspinall over 9.5 at 220, and that's going to be at 1 unit. And the reason why I think that is because both games seem to be pretty close, where I think actually the underdog is kind of the better player, meaning that they should be able to stick with the 2 Lukes, who are the 2 best players in the world of darts at the moment. Later on, there will be some more picks regarding darts. If you want to catch those as well as everything else I'm going to be putting out in the future, be sure, like I said, to follow me both here and on X at Marcus9180. Catch you in the next one.